What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another video. So I'm basically gonna make this whole video probably like a Q&A, but I do want to quickly go over my posing I did this morning. I'm gonna make it strictly, I was gonna do like a full day meeting on top of doing the Q&A, but I just want to focus entirely on the questions because I got a lot on Instagram. I put up a poll on my Instagram story last week, and I just want to answer a lot of questions in terms of prep, like my life, other random shit in general. A bunch of people had random questions, so I'm gonna answer those as well. But I just want to give you guys an update on how we're looking right now. We are currently 7.5 weeks out. When I drop this video, it'll be 7 weeks out, or just around seven weeks out. But yeah, it's getting crazy, man. Like just seeing new lines every single day. Energy levels fluctuate so much, and actually that's one of the things I wanted to say right off the hop. I watched my last video back, like my last video I uploaded, and I apologize. I want to say I'm sorry to you guys for bringing that type of energy in the last video. That's not who I am, okay? I was definitely feeling prep a lot in the last video, and that was before my coach changed my calories. Like they're even lower now, which is crazy to think about. I hold myself accountable to acting that way, and I sincerely apologize for just being down, man. Like I was looking at that video and I'm like, bro, like I was barely smiling. I was feeling like shit, like prep was getting to me, but that's not fair to you guys who watch my videos, who, you know, support me with Young LA or, you know, huge supplements. I just want to sincerely apologize for not bringing that energy. That's not who I am. Like that's not fair to you. You take the time out of your day, even if you're watching these videos, you take the time out of your day, your own time, to come watch me or to come say something to me or come have a conversation with me. So sometimes I just get caught in my own head, if I'm being honest, and I just got to work on that. I know I do. But yeah, any of you guys who have already said like any kind words about prep or how I'm looking, or just asking questions and just hype me up in general, I appreciate you guys so much. But yeah, anyways, I'm gonna get into my posing right now really quick for you guys here, and then we will get into a voiceover of a leg workout I think I'm gonna do. Let me know if you guys want me to do more like that. Young LA's new drop is going to be April 12th. So I just want to quickly show you guys like 2 or 3 things, because I want to show you guys this drop. It's the beater drop. It's going to be just as hyped up probably as the last 2 drops in March. So I want to show you guys this so that you know exactly what sizes you're getting, so that you can get it once it drops, because I guarantee they're gonna sell out like the compression super quickly. Also, I just finished cardio this morning. I'm doing 30 minutes fasted and then 30 minutes after my workout. Yeah, it's pretty crazy right now. So yeah, that's why I look like absolute dog shit. But here, so this is the these are the beaters here. So stay true to your size. If you guys do pick up any, they're literally a wife beater. They're called wife lovers, but I think they did that for marketing purposes, obviously. So I get a large. Technically, these are mediums because in the stringers I actually size down to have that tighter fit, right? These are actually so fucking tight that you want to stay true to your size that you would get a normal shirt. So I'm actually going to order more, and I'm going to get a large. Yeah, anyways, April 12th, I just want to let you guys know, April 12th, be ready at 12 p.m. PST, which is 1 p.m. my time, MST, which is 3 p.m. EST. But yeah, if you guys do pick up anything on that, code TURBO on that will save you 15% off, and it directly supports me, so I appreciate it. It supports the channel. But yeah, let's get into this posing record, right? Alright guys, so I haven't done one of these in a while where I just sit down with you guys and just talk about random shit basically, and whatever questions that you have, I'm going to answer those questions hopefully in this part of the video. So I'm gonna try and keep this to like 15 minutes. Hopefully, I'm actually gonna set a timer here for like probably like 18 minutes, but when I edit it, it'll be like 15 or so, something like that. So, and hopefully I don't go on super long tangents, because I can literally talk for 2, 3, even like 5 to 10 minutes on random topics that I'm passionate about. Start a timer for 18 minutes. Right now, just have black coffee in here, by the way. I wanna answer the most commonly asked question I think I get on a daily basis every single day. How old are you, how tall are you, and how much do you weigh? I am 23 years old. My birthday is June 1st. I'm turning 24. I know I look 14 years old, but you know, when I'm 60, I'm gonna look 30. So it's kind of like a pro and con, right? How tall are you? I am just under 5'10", okay? I am 5'9" and a half. Technically, I'm actually just above that, according to the doctor that I went to, and they do that, you know, height measure test. I'm like 5.5.4 or some shit. I don't even know. So I just say I'm 5.5, but people don't like me saying that. So I'm technically, by the book, 5'9", but I'm closer to 5'10". So was it ever tough for you to start posting on social media? Right off the hop, yes, because I was in high school when I posted my first like shirtless selfie or like workout video when I was shirtless, because a lot of people back in the day, that was like, what was I, 2017. I wasn't like crazy into it. I've only been seriously into social media for like, I would say 3 or 4 years, something like that. Right before that time, when like posting on social media was like more of a cool thing to do and like more inspirational, motivational, all that stuff, I was definitely timid, and I was scared, a little bit intimidated to post, because a lot of people didn't do that. I was one of the first people, I would say, not of this generation, but like in my school to do that type of thing. Yeah, I got some good feedback and I got some bad feedback from people at school. And I was expecting that, if I'm being honest, but it wasn't that bad. Like, I wasn't like crazy scared. I would say it was tough off the start, but it definitely helped me with like who I am today. How is it you cram in 6 meals a day? What if us poor folk can't afford that? So it's kind of like a budget question, I think, for people who want to diet and like eat more meals. So I eat 6 meals a day. I eat 2 hours. I eat basically every 2 hours. One of those meals I put together. Sorry, 2 of those meals I put together, just because it's more, I guess, convenient for myself. It's not going to be that big of a deal. I don't think in the long run. It's actually pretty easy because I'm always hungry, especially when I'm literally 7.5 weeks out or 7 weeks out when I'm dropping this video. So I wish I could fit more meals in there, if I'm being completely honest, because like, I don't even know. I'm always hungry right now. I'm pretty sure there was a prep question in here somewhere. So what if us poor folk can't afford that? So for the most part, it's not like different meals. So it's not like you're switching up the meal every single meal. So if you want like a budget type of meal plan or something like that, get like the cheapest protein sources you can possibly find. So like lean ground beef, you can buy chicken in bulk. You can buy like a 4 to 6 kg box of chicken in bulk, and that will last you, depending on how often you eat chicken, like 2 to 4 weeks. And then pair that with rice and potatoes. That's literally all you have to do. And then have some fats here and there, being like, you know, oils or peanut butter or stuff like that. Even oats. Oats are like the cheapest alternative. So you can fit in those meals for sure, right? You can literally get mustard, which is like $1.50. You can get hot sauce, which is like $1 at the dollar store. There's ways to work around that. You can have canned tuna, you know, chicken in a can, shit like that. It's pretty gross. But favorite hockey team, Edmonton Oilers, 150%. I live in Edmonton, Alberta, Canada. So, you know, we're gonna win the cup this year, just saying. What has been the hardest thing during prep? I hate saying it out loud because then it like drives it more into my brain of how hard it is, but definitely the diet. Like, I'd be stupid and I'd be lying to you guys if I didn't say the diet was the hardest part. I can eat like a friggin' truck, okay? I've done the 10,000 calorie challenge. I've done the 20,000 calorie challenge, which was absolutely absurd. Nobody should ever do that or have to do that in their entire life. That was one of the worst days of my entire life, just saying. Long story short, I can eat like a truck. So eating like, I'm on like 1950 calories, 1950 calories right now. Eating the right foods, that's not the problem, right? It's the amount of calories for me and not having some things that I would probably want to substitute into my plan. It's pretty plain, like all my meals right now. I'll show you guys like a full day of eating, I think in like maybe 1 or 2 videos, something like that. But definitely that part. And I would say like the mood swings, like some days I feel super good. I feel super energetic. you know, I'm happy, I'm smiling, I'm making people smile at the gym, like kind of what I was saying at the start of the video. And then other days, I don't want to talk to anybody. Like my energy is so low, and I try my very best not to be like that. But it's so hard not to, especially with your hormones like being all out of whack. Like sex drive's definitely starting to go down right now. I don't want to pipe at all right now. Like it's like, I'm not saying I don't want to, but it's like I don't have that urge right now. It's not like I'm coming home from the gym and I'm like, I can't wait to give her. Yeah, I don't know. Definitely like the mood swings are weird. Training's the same. Leg days are harder. Like I can't push weight like I used to. Yeah, definitely the diet is the hardest part, and probably the mood. Another prep question. How do you deal with a sweet tooth craving during prep? If you can fit it into your meal plan, which a lot of people can, protein ice cream. Okay, I made it, I think 3 videos ago, something like that. Protein ice cream. Just get a handful of frozen fruit. If you want to keep the calories down, use strawberries, or like you can use blueberries, but strawberries are the best bang for your buck in terms of volume to like calories. So like 150 grams of frozen strawberries is like 50 calories. And then you have 1.5 scoops of like a whey protein isolate or whey protein. That's gonna be like 160. So in total, you can fill up a whole blender full, like literally a whole blender full of protein ice cream, basically ice cream, for like 220 calories, give or take. So that's probably my go-to in terms of sweet tooth. I'm technically not supposed to have that right now. I've had it a couple days because I was like super hungry, but I'm still hitting my calories, I'm still hitting my protein, so like I'm not stressing about it too much. But I would say that if you can have like some like sweeteners in like your coffee, like if you're having like a black coffee, then you put like some stevia or something in there, that would probably be, that could cure a sweet tooth, something like that. But if you can fit this into your diet, you can have like those low calorie Jello packs or whatever. They're like 50 calories, I believe, for like, you can fill up an entire bowl of Jello and it's like 50 calories. You gotta watch out for the sugar, because the sugar can be higher, because it's basically like all carb. But besides that, if you really need to like curve that sweet tooth, I would say like having some diet drinks. That's like a diet hack basically. So like diet root beer, Coke Zero, you know, whatever you want, Diet Sprite, whatever. What's your shoe size? I am a 16 and a half. I get them custom made. What do you think your stage weight will be? I'm assuming I woke up this morning at 186.6 pounds. Is actually a new low weigh-in. If I predict that I lose 1.5 pounds every single week until my show, so I have basically 7.5 weeks. I'm not counting that final day because that's like the water cut. So let's say 1.5 pounds, so that's like around 11 pounds minus 186, let's say. So I'd be 175, and then that water, that last day when you like cut all your water, I would assume I'm gonna lose like around 4 to 5 pounds basically overnight from cutting your water completely out. I want to say around like 171, hopefully, maybe around there. I'll be fucking shredded if I'm 171, I'll tell you that. What is the next fitness goal after you step on stage? Honestly, I don't have a fitness goal besides stepping on stage right now. Like I have nothing else in my brain. I have no brain capacity to think about anything else. All I think about is envisioning like myself on stage and them just calling my name for my natural pro card. That's literally all I think about. Even when I'm like meditating and stuff like that, I've talked about meditation before and like manifesting and shit like that. Like I literally close my eyes and just imagine them saying like, let's say my number's like 10, like number 10, Bret Mossing, like just shit like that. And then like I go crazy. Best way to deal with binging. So I used to binge eat back in the day, and I would say, one, to remind yourself of what your goals actually are, who you want to be, your long-term vision for your own life. And if binge eating is not a part of that equation, that should be step one, okay? Of just realizing and acknowledging that you are better, you deserve better, you don't need to do this stupid shit every single day just because you want to satisfy your craving or just because you enjoy food. Everybody fucking enjoys food, okay? Sometimes you have to suffer and you have to get through hard shit to get to that next level. So whether that be dieting, following a macro plan, tracking your protein intake, you don't have to track calories, but like prioritizing protein in your diet, stuff like that. So that's like step number one. And I would say the other big thing, like an actual physical thing that you can do, again, those diet drinks, those I don't know, like diet sodas that you can have to curb a craving or to get you bloated, or eat something super high volume to get you bloated, super bloated. I'm saying like protein ice cream, like big bags of popcorn, stuff like that, so that you can be full after those meals so that you don't keep eating, right? I would eat half a box of cereal. I would eat, you know, two suppers. I would have, you know, an ice cream. I would have all these wonderful foods, but then I would wake up in the morning and I'd feel like shit. So think of yourself in the long term, and if that binge eating habit isn't progressing you towards that vision, just that should be all the motivation you need to stop doing that. how to keep your mindset on your goals. Same thing about what I just said, like about the last question. Envision yourself of having a deeper goal later on in life. That's literally the only thing you got to think about. Other than if what you're doing in the present moment, if you're procrastinating, if you don't want to post content, if you don't want to, go to that new job interview, if you don't want to crank out, 4 hours of editing content or whatever you're trying to do, if none of that is progressing you closer to your goals, that's all you need to say to yourself to get yourself back on track and to get your mind set on those things that you want to accomplish in your life, right? Is sumo cheating? I would say no, because I do sumo deadlifts myself. So in terms of making it easier, maybe it is easier. I don't know. I can basically deadlift almost the exact same, conventional and sumo. I get a lot of quad and some glute and hamstring when I'm doing sumo deadlifts. And I'd rather work that than doing like a full posterior chain of like the conventional. So I don't know. I don't really care. What weight class are you entering? So there's like a heavyweight division, a lightweight, and then like a middleweight. And I'm pretty sure the middleweight for open bodybuilding, because there's no classic for natural bodybuilding. There's the timer. Okay, I'm gonna go for like 5 more minutes. I don't think I've answered that many questions. I'm gonna be in middleweight because the weight for that is between 160 and 175. So I'm gonna be somewhere in between there, I think. I definitely wanna be below 175 because then I won't be in the heavyweight, which is fine. I think I'd still do fine in the heavyweight. To win my class, I would rather be a little bit lighter because I think I feel more full, especially like right now. Like I look pretty full right now, I'd say. And then the winners of the overalls will all compete for their pro card, I believe that's how it goes. Has Bradley Martin been given any advice along the way that you could share? I talked to Bradley a couple times when I was with Raw Gear and shit. He's a solid guy. He's very motivational because he can get like that emotional side out of you, or he'll like bring it out of himself and it just makes you feel for him. Sometimes I feel like he does that on purpose to like just completely control a conversation, which is fine. I respect him. I respect everything he's been through and everything he's done for, fitness in general. He's a fucking huge impact. Like he's pretty funny with his content and shit. Honestly, every time he talks about his mom and his dad, because I'm pretty sure his dad like took his life when he was growing up, I just think of my parents, and that hits home for me, if I'm being honest. Like I just think of if that happened to me, and it's hard not to be there for the guy, or like use that as motivation to like support your family and to be there for your friends and family at all points in their life, basically, because you never know when it's going to be the last time you see them or talk to them. So do you drink alcohol? Yes, I do, but I haven't drank in a very long time because I'm so strict with myself on prep right now. So last time I drank was on prep, actually, was I think 3 or 4 weeks ago now. I got absolutely obliterated, but I used all my carbs for that day for alcohol. So like if I was planning on having 15 drinks, I would just say each drink, because I usually just have like hard alcohol and like a diet chase or something like that. That'd be like 100 calories each. So I would do 15 times 100, that's 1,500 calories out of my, I think I was having 2,400 at that time. So then the other 900 during the day was just straight protein. So that's kind of how I did it. And that's how you guys can do it too if you want to do that. But I don't recommend doing that. But if I'm not on prep, probably like twice a month, somewhere around there, just to like let loose, have fun. I actually don't mind it in like a social atmosphere. It can improve relationships, especially when you connect with people like on that level. But I don't think you need alcohol to like have a good time. I don't believe in that shit. What's your favorite type of music? Hip hop, rap, probably. I like trap. I like honestly every genre of music. I just like music if it's good. Like I like some funk. I like some hard style. There's some good songs and there's some bad songs, right? Like if it's a shitty song, I'm not gonna listen to it. But that doesn't mean if it's a shitty song, like I hate that genre. Even like R&B, I like country out every now and then. Like I'm pretty versatile, if I'm being honest. How long have you been training for? I've been training for technically like 8 years, but seriously I've been training for like 6-ish, like track my diet and stuff. Best advice to stay consistent in the gym: follow a program, get a coach if you can. I'm not saying you have to, but they're gonna keep you more accountable to your plan, right? Especially with you not knowing what to do on that plan, they will help you with that. So, I coach people myself. I online coach people. If you guys ever wanted to join, I don't want to shove it down your throat or anything like that. But if you want me to train you, there's a link down below. It's always going to be in the description. But yeah, follow a plan, follow a diet. Just it comes down to following a plan at the end of the day. That's how you stay consistent. And also keeping like that vision of like who you want to be. If you want to be shredded in 6 months, keep telling yourself that every single day. I'm gonna be shredded, I'm gonna be shredded, I'm gonna be shredded. That will make you, everything you do during that day will like hopefully push you towards that kind of goal or whatever, right? So, my camera just died, so I don't know how long this is right now or how long we've been going on for, but I wish I could answer more questions. There's so many questions here. How do you balance having a social life and working out? Honestly, if you plan on having that social life, in terms of like a diet, if that's what you're talking about, save your calories for later on. So like, you know, if you know you're gonna be going out that night, maybe skip 1 or 2 meals so that you can have a bigger meal. You can have more dessert. You can enjoy more drinks, stuff like that with your family and friends or whoever you're, you know, going out with. In terms of working out, get it done early in the day. If you know you're gonna be going out, don't leave it till after work. Go before work in the morning, or, you know, after you go out with your friends and stuff like that. The next day, if you're like hungover or some shit, force yourself to go to the gym. Like, a lot of people overcomplicate it. They just think that, you know, working out just interferes with their entire life. Bro, working out, if you do it strategically and you follow rest times and again, you follow that program, you know exactly what you're doing every single day, you can crush a workout in an hour and a half. So you have 24 hours in a goddamn day. Like, just figure it out, man. What supplements do you take? List all of your supplements. So I take like this citrus bergamot or something, vitamin D, vitamin C. I take a multivitamin from Huge as well. It's called Huge Multi. I take fish oil. I take a joint support. I think that's all the vitamins and minerals. I take a fat burner before cardio in the morning. It's called Yohimbine HCl, I believe. I think that's it for that. I take a whey protein with my cream of rice, usually like once or twice a day, so like 2 scoops I have a day. I take creatine monohydrate, that is. I'm taking BCAAs, even though they're not that mandatory, but I just honestly like the flavor when I'm working out. So like intra workout, yeah, I think that's it for supplements, I think, yeah. All that will be linked down below if you want some. What's your job? What do you do in life? Like I mentioned, I personal train people online, make content. That might seem like a, you know, stupid thing, but it's actually very time consuming, especially editing videos, shit like that. I'm sponsored by a couple companies. I have a couple investments that do pretty well. I'm working on another business actually as this video is being made, actually 2 different ones. I used to be like a landscaper though, and I used to do lawn maintenance. So how do you style your hair? So basically I asked my barber to do a mid fade. It's like mid to high fade. So I don't like that. Haven't got a haircut in like a week, but that's what it looks like. And then I basically just comb over like this or whatever, and then some hair like comes down just like that. I leave my top, I thin it out basically every time, but I just leave it until it gets too long, and then yeah, they just like comb it over and then just play with it a little bit until it's like messy-ish and it looks decent. I don't know. What gave you the confidence to do what you do? Honestly, repetition. I was never the most confident guy out there, if I'm being completely honest. I've been like somewhat confident in my abilities as like a person, as a, I don't even know how to put this properly, as like a person growing into life as like an adult and shit like that. But repetition and just putting yourself out there, because that's the only way you're gonna learn, and that's the only way you make relationships with other people and build yourself as a confident person. So yeah, anyways guys, that is going to be the Q&A. I appreciate you guys watching this video. Hopefully, you know, I answered some questions that you guys were questioning about, and I'll probably do another Q&A when I gain more subs, so like maybe at 30K or like 40K, something like that. So anyways, thank you for watching guys. If you liked it, please sub, like the video of course, and yeah.